Welcome back to Joni's Sweet Spot. Today we're going to be making loaded brownies. I'm going to be starting with our dry ingredients. I'm going to be using a half a cup of flour, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and a half a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to mix that with our whisk until combined. Okay, now that that's combined, we're going to be moving on to our next step, which is by the stove. So we're going to go ahead and move over to the stove. Okay, now that we're on our stove, we're going to set the eye to low, and I'm going to be using 6 ounces of unsweetened baker's chocolate and 2 cups of butter. Okay, now that it's melted, we're going to be moving back to our station. And earlier when I said 2 cups of butter, I actually meant 2 sticks of butter. Now I'm going to be putting 4 eggs in my mixer. And I'm going to beat this until they're pale and frothy. Once it's beaten for 5 minutes, we're going to turn it off. And that is what your eggs should look like. And now we're going to be adding in 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract and a cup and a half of sugar. We're also going to add in our chocolate mixture that we made earlier. We're going to also add in that. Now I'm going to mix this on low speed until combined. Okay, now that it's done mixing together, I'm going to add in our dry ingredients from earlier. Okay, now I'm going to put the whisk back on and beat this until combined. Okay, now that it's done mixing, we're going to be adding in 1 cup of chocolate chips, but I'm going to hand mix this with our Rubbermaid spatula. I'm just going to pour them all in there. And also make sure to scrape the bottom of your bowl because there might still be a little bit of batter or any mixture that's not fully incorporated. Okay, now we're going to move on to our next step. Now I'm going to be using a 13 by 9 pan, and I'm going to just be using cookie dough cubes, store-bought, and I'm just going to put these right in the pan. And just kind of break them up, and I'm just going to kind of mush them until they're covering the whole pan. Okay, now that we have our pan fully covered in the cookie dough, we're going to add in our brownie mix. And I would suggest doing it in piles around it, not all in one spot so it's a little bit easier to distribute it. And I'm going to try to get this as even as possible. Now you don't have to, but it would be easier and it's going to bake evenly. So just try to get it as even as possible. Okay. Now that that's done, we're going to add in Reese's cups. And I'm just going to add these right on top. Now, if you want them in a certain pattern, you can. I'm just going to kind of stick them on there. And you want to kind of push them down a little bit, just a little bit. Now, if you don't want or don't like Reese's, you can use any candy you like. And now I'm going to just add some M&Ms on top. And with this, you can be however much. You can put as much as you want or none. And now we're just going to put this in the oven at 300 for 45 to 50 minutes. Okay, now that it's been 50 minutes, I'm going to check it. And that's what it's going to look like. And I'm just going to take this out and let it cool for 10 to 20 minutes. Now we're going to cut it. And there you have it, the loaded brownie. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. Bye!